Alright guys, just getting quick early documentation here of this. I think this is going to be our whole day. Just woken up to another flood in the house. Your camera's not working. I really don't care. I'm not going to try and get the best footage ever. We're going to have some more ceilings ripped out, maybe some carpets, another house flood. Okay, so did you get everything behind the door? Let's do this part really fast. Hello, good morning, what's up everybody? I literally just got woken up. Crew and Riley came running into my room, said, Dad, the house is flooding, falling through the lights into the basement. I was half with it, came running downstairs. Mom's off on a run this morning. Kids had gotten up, gotten themselves breakfast. Still very early. They like to get up super early. And this is what we're waking up to. So we had planned a couple of really fun vlogs for you guys today. But I think instead what we're gonna be doing is this vlog. House flood vlog. This toilet overflowed big time, filled this entire area. I came through to puddles of standing water. The kids have gone around and grabbed towels. I still think I need to pull this out. I'm gonna do that right now. In fact, that might be why it's leaking. No, it's leaking down this hallway, right guy? Where is that down there in relation to this? That's like right here.
I know.
So where's that water coming from? That means it's traveled a very long ways. How about Mom's nail salon? Is it in here?
Nope.
In here? Anything in there? Okay, so the water seemed pretty clean, so I don't think we have to do all the carpet rip up like last time. And I'll show you guys what's going on down here.
We're gonna have to get new ceilings.
We are gonna have to probably rip out these ceilings. Oh, we got the lights off. One sec. Showed you guys this to start, just because last time we didn't have any of the actual cascading water. Couldn't get the camera to focus, so just the last little drips here. We filled that up a couple times. I do think that this carpet maybe, I mean, it was so soaked by the time we saw it. It was just full-blown waterfall when I got down here, and it was just so soaked. I don't know how to save that carpet underneath there. This one has stopped. Okay.
Turn off the water.
Oh yeah, that's right guys. Smart us. We turn off the water main. That was right guy's idea. Very smart. This one just a little bit in there. Not too bad. So we got 2 buckets catching water through these lights here. We'll call the disaster cleanup folks again. Probably will remember us. It wasn't too long ago. If you guys haven't seen it, it's a great time to go watch our house flood entirely. Last time, I had to have our ceiling ripped out on our main level, replace all of our carpet in most of our house. And we're just gonna wait and see what repairs need to be done for this one. It's hard to say at the moment because it's all on tile. I don't know what they're gonna say. I'm not a disaster cleanup guy, so I don't know what the threat assessment levels are for mold and things like that. That's the main reason they rip these things up. Just for the possibility of mold contamination. Because in my mind, I'm like, hey, these guys did a killer job getting towels down. They let on all over the place. They covered every single inch of it. We were booking, like we're out of breath. We were booking so hard.
So
open up, this is every towel we own out here.
I think I know where the leaking's coming from, behind the toilet.
Did you get a towel back there? Let's go get a towel back there. Let me take that trash can, dude. That trash can's. Okay, go ahead and shove it back in there.
Oh, the plunger's
Wrap it
there.
around the back there if you can. Is it still water back there? I still think there's some back here. No, it's not. Just a little bit.
Okay.
Just a very little bit back here. Smart idea to get that water turned off because it's just stopped running anywhere now.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me, dude, what went down?
Crew came up into my room and he was like, Ryler, the flood's happening again. I was like, where?
It's happening again.
Jumped out of bed. And he was like, and then I jumped out of bed, booked it over to your room, and then we got you booked it down here. We started to clean it all up.
You guys did a good job in getting the towels down super fast. I do think that it had been running for a very long time to get to that point. It's just crazy how these floods happen in our house, you guys. Like, I don't even know how this one happened because there was definitely too much toilet paper in here, but I don't know why the water kept going. When I came down, the first thing I did was rip this lid off and it was still running, tried to get it to stop, and nothing in here was not as it should be. The handle was in the right spot, the plug was plugged, everything was as it should be. I don't know why the water was still running. It just kept going. It was leaking out the back actually, which was weird. Like, this was totally full, but like the leak was coming from like back here. When I came in, it was just pouring out of this. And I don't understand why. I'm not a plumber and I'm not a disaster cleanup guy. I'm just a guy who can masterfully smoke pulled pork. Still living off that high. Okay, let's see. Let's see what can be done here, guys. Let's call the disaster folks. See what they tell us. Mom's gonna have a fun surprise when she gets back to the longest run of her life. Mom just got home from her run, which, by the way, you look fantastic. Like, you've been killing it. I hope the run was really good.
It was actually really good.
Is your heart rate running more now or when you were running?
I don't know. Now my head's just spinning. I just am sick of this.
Mom's seeing it for the first time. What are you thinking, Mom? What should we do?
I don't know what to think. I'm thinking we have the crappiest toilets. Ha! No pun intended. In the entire world.
They must be really bad toilets because they just overflow
I don't even know
very easily.
what to do. This is just so frustrating.
So what we're going through in our head right now about the ceilings and if there's going to be like a mold
I
issue,
don't
we need
know
to
if
get those
we
ripped
should
out.
pull the ceilings out. I don't know if we should pull the lights out, and then you worry about like long-term mold.
So this is kind of gross to talk about, guys, but there was no fecal matter.
There was no
in the
poo-poo
water.
in
There
there.
was no poo in the water. That was the issue last time, why everything had to be ripped up because it was a level 3 contaminant. We learned these things. This time, not the case, and it was on tile, so it doesn't really like go into anything. It just kind of floats across the top.
They won't replace my tile this time.
But we're trying to figure out about the basement, that ceiling where it's gone through the floor, through the wood, and out the lights. That's a mold issue. So we're gonna make a few phone calls here, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and set the camera down so we can take care of this. We will give you an update. We may try and still attend our event that we're going to because Mom came home, she assessed the damage, and because the kids got the towels down so quickly and the tiles all dried up, almost if we hadn't said anything aside from the lights hanging from the ceiling downstairs, she might not have even have noticed because these guys attacked it. Guys, you got these down so lickety split, it is dry as a bone in here. Status update here, no drips. Mom needs to take a shower, but there's no water because I turned off the water main, so I gotta flip that back on. Gotta say, Mom's handling it surprisingly well. Oh, there we go. And if there's no more dripping, I think we can get rid of these buckets. So let's grab these. Oh, it just literally dripped on my head as I said that. I'll leave it for a sec. Are you feeling like we got you like a new drip system drink thing down here? By the way, trying to find a home for all this stuff. Sorry for the disaster, guys. The hidden disaster of Dad's office down here. Casey, are you enjoying some cotton candy syrup?
Yeah. Have cotton candy, and he tried it, and
do you like it, Brexy?
It's so cotton candy flavor.
Oh my gosh, I want some. I've got to get off this diet so I can eat a whole box. We brought over our neighbors, the same ones that helped us with the flood last time. They were the ones who came here, ripped out our ceiling when the lights were flooding water. We've made a few assessments, I guess, if you will. We're just checking some more things down here.
All through that ductwork.
These guys are running to grab some fans from a neighbor's house. Got a couple things to update you guys on. I think me and Mom are still gonna be able to go to this event and everything here is gonna be taken care of. I've gotta jump in the shower if we're gonna do that. Let me just tell you what we discovered, guys. Hopefully, possibly, and maybe not as bad as it seemed. Let me turn on this light. I mean, it's bad, don't get me wrong. But we had, instead of some unlucky things that happened last time, we had some very lucky things happen this time. First of all, we identified, okay, really quick, sorry. Let me just do this for you guys in the bathroom. What I couldn't figure out is that I looked on our security camera when they came out of the bathroom, so when the flush, dub this the flush. When the flush happened, it was at 7:26 a.m. They had me out of bed and down here at 7:36 a.m. So we are talking 10 small minutes of time, guys. 10 minutes apparently to flood an entire main level. But in that amount of time, I just couldn't conceive how the disaster and the flooding would be as bad as it was, as crazy as it was. And to be pouring through the lights downstairs, that was the biggest thing I couldn't understand because it takes so long for it to soak enough to go through a level and then down through another ceiling. And so I had my friend come over and check this out, you guys. He identified right behind this door, this is the culprit. As it led out through here, it immediately entered the duct system, went down through that air conditioning vent, and that leads straight down to the basement and to that specific light where it was cascading. So that's why I still can't understand how in 10 minutes that much water poured out of this thing. It does explain how it got downstairs so fast. That brings us to a couple of other discoveries. So you guys will notice that down here, can't get the focus, but that's fine. Down here, it kind of dips down. So that's ductwork. Our neighbor had the foresight to walk in here, follow the ductwork in here, you guys. And look, here it is. The water had flown through this. Guys, this looks bad, but the good news is none of that's wood. It's all metal. We have the fan running. It'll air that out. It had a nice drip system to release itself. Here's what's even better. Well, this isn't great because it did soak the wall and it's even bubbled the paint right there. Dripped down it so much. But here's the crazy, crazy amazing part. It came down to a drain. It literally came down to an actual drain that is for this. The water as it flowed out went into a natural drain. We're gonna try and stick a fan up in here just in case there is any water up there. He looked up there with his cell phone and just said it might be smart to put a fan up there. Keep this fan running today. Another tender mercy, small blessing in the midst of all this is that the water dripped into an actual drain. And then the other small blessing in all of this is that this is a very different situation from our last flood. Our last flood was upstairs. All of the carpet has wood underneath. The main level carpet has wood underneath, so all of that had to be ripped out. This is cement underneath. So the carpets are wet, but we can dry those out with fans. We can wipe them up with towels, and underneath is cement. No damage whatsoever to the house, none to the wood. Really no need to call the disaster cleanup, folks. We got fans. I don't even think we need any this big this time. This little guy will do. We'll set that up in the little AC system downstairs. Guys, guess what we found out while you were gone?
What?
The water was flowing through that air conditioning vent behind the door. That's why it flooded so fast downstairs and why it was dripping water so quickly, because it was basically unobstructed like a water slide, just straight down through that metal duct, down and out the light. But the good news is, guys, that's very minimal damage. That's gonna air out. We got the fan running in the house today. We'll set this one up there in the rafters. We may have escaped this one. For as much commotion as there was to start the day, we may have escaped this with not too much. This wouldn't have gone as well as it did if it wasn't for your fast reacting. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Kribby-Doo, for rushing to get Rye Guy. Rye Guy, thank you for immediately coming into my room and getting me. And as I was assessing what was going on and barely waking up, you guys were freaking tornadoes, picking up towels.
Tornadoes!
Picking up towels and getting them down. You had every towel
towel in our house from the upstairs to the downstairs and laid down in seconds. This entire thing didn't last more than 10 minutes because of how fast you guys acted. So I cannot thank you enough, you guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Dude, you guys saved the day. Thank you.
Yep.
I gotta get rid of this bucket and lift up this towel. Somebody sent that. Okay, go get that other, we need this one for wood up in the rafters. I'll show you, it leaked in here, but amazingly it leaked right into a drain.
What?
Yeah, but we need to just put one up in the rafters. So get one more for this spot right here. So put one right there, right guys? Plug that one in right there and just hit this spot. It's not even, you can barely even find it. I think we've spilled bigger cups of water than that spill, but just to be safe, do that one right there. All right, guys, thanks. Let's bring this one in here. I'll show you what went down.
There's the drain.
Here, I'll sneak back here with you. Probably gonna need an extension cord back here, dude, but it dripped. See this down here? It was dripping out of this and down here, so it came through that, down that wall. Mattress is soaked. This is gonna have to be trashed.
Since when did we have all of this stuff?
Yeah, this is a secret room we don't show you guys. Okay, if we can just set one right in here, just in case anything's leaking out of these corner joints, then we'll make sure everything's dried up and we're good.
Yep.
Dude, right guy, it seems loud with these three like mini fans. Do you remember those industrial crazy fans?
Oh my gosh, that was so annoying. This whole thing is bringing back memories in
Not
a
a good
bad way.
one. This is gonna work. That is kicking some serious air. That's like blowing me back. It's blowing so strong. This is gonna work, you guys. Guys, to go from the beginning of this vlog, which started a mere like 30 minutes ago, all this transpired. It was looking like imminent disaster. Weeks and weeks of ceiling ripped out, floor repairs, and it has flipped around to basically be a lot of wet towels. We need to replace all our toilets, few fans in the house. But guys, we survived this one.
We did it. It's an interesting day.
Yes, it was. Let's get these towels upstairs. That's gonna be a few loads of laundry today. Full-blown house flood through the ceiling downstairs.
You can go check it down.
It's bad, but like a few strange, crazy, lucky things happened. Like it went through an air duct, so it didn't get wood. It flowed right into a drain in the basement.
That's crazy.
Super crazy.
Wait, when did this happen? Just barely?
Literally at 7:26 this morning. Just got out of the shower. I gotta show you this because it was kind of funny. Couldn't show you the actual process, obviously, but this is what I had to use to dry off with because we don't have a single towel in the house, a single full-size towel that wasn't used to mop up the floor. So I used a hand towel to dry off out of the shower. We're showered, we're ready to go. We're laying down the rules. Basement's gonna be off limits. If anybody has to go number 2, Rye Guy's in charge of monitoring that. It's his favorite thing to do. But I think the disaster has been averted and we're good to go off to this really once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I rushed in, got ready. Dad took care of most of it because, well, I was a sweaty mess. We've got our babysitter here, Kylie. She's absolutely amazing. Fans are roaring. We've got everything under control. We're getting ready to leave.
Let's go.
We're like out of breath all morning.
Because we're 20 minutes late. Let's go. Just arrived at the event. It's at the beautiful Gardner Village. And we have a very special guest joining us today. Monica! We just pulled up at the same time, spots right next to each other. What are the chances?
Really,
it's meant to be.
What are you doing here?
So anyways, you guys have fun. We'll see. I was told to dress business casual, guys, but I don't think they know my business very well. Like, you don't want to get any more casual than I get on a regular basis. These two look stunning, so
Well, one of the two does.
they're gonna make up for my appearance. This is a once-in-a-lifetime event that we have the opportunity to be a part of. We're only gonna be gone for a couple of hours.
This is an extremely awesome opportunity. You guys have seen us talk about our faith just a little bit. We're members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. We've been invited as, you know, people who share their lives on the internet on a daily basis.
Bingham will give us opening prayer.
We are on a little break here, guys. We're about to have some lunch. Can't wait to see what they have in there. Actually saw a lot of meats and cheeses, which is perfect on my no-carb diet. Last day. Anyways, my mom had bounce. She had a very special, like a going away lunch because she has since resigned or quit from her job because she's getting ready to leave for the Ukraine on a mission. So they are giving her a very special lunch downtown. She had to get off to that. It was uncancelable, unreschedulable. Yes. So far, this has just been incredible.
It's been absolutely amazing.
I've got to say, a tear or two has been shed. It's been emotional in some ways. Having my mom here was obviously, besides my own amazing wife, there's no one I would have rather been here with than with my mom to share this experience with. That she has just been like example of Christ-like living, shown me unconditional love my entire life, and that's what this is really all about, is just being welcoming, having unconditional love for those around you, and just, you know, not judging or setting ourselves apart, but just welcoming everyone. Really, there's no one who does that better, I feel like, than my mom.
Yes.
That was incredible to have her here. She had to take off, so that will explain why she's not here. We're gonna have some lunch, break up into some workshops, and then get back and see what the kids are up to.
finishing up, headed home to get the kids.
Yes.
They've been calling us like crazy, so
Apparently there's been some not sharing of toys and cars.
those darn toys.
No additional floods, so that's good. Let's go home.
I just have a lot of laundry to do when I get home.
Oh, so many towels. Okay, we're driving home in this wicked windstorm. This is too crazy not to document and share with you guys. If you've ever wondered where Savage headquarters is located, let me just show you the address. Can't make this up. It's literally Bingham Junction. Check this out. If you want to head over to Savage HQ, just head on over to Bingham Junction. I knew there was a reason we said Savage all the time. We just got home, reuniting, rejoining with the kids. How was it? Everything cool? Any more floods?
Maybe one or
Guys,
two.
let me tell you this. Oh, did we leave the house this clean, or did the babysitter clean up? I think we kind of left
Yeah,
it
the
pretty
babysitter
clean.
did all the dishes.
But you would never remember towels all over the floor. With this morning, the scene was so different.
What I walked into was a massive nightmare.
And now we're walking into a clean house, happy kids. This is awesome, you guys. Thank you. Should we go check on the fans?
Let's go check on everything.
See if there's any more drip damage. Does this bring back immediate
Whoa.
memories? The sound of this? Oh my gosh.
So loud.
This is just like a distinct memory. Check this out. Oh my gosh, dry as a bone. This one I don't think is gonna be as, oh my goodness. Completely dry, like 110% dry. Can we plug the internet back in? That's the big question. We had to unplug it for this fan. Nothing's going on in here, no fires. I think this is gonna be good. Look at this, this wall, unfortunately, sweet, look at this. Bubbled and then broke. It's
Yeah,
just
but like we never
crappy
come
paint
in
in a
this
room you never even see. Oh, careful, that'll fall down.
But is it wet back in here?
No, and even the mattress is dry. How did everything dry?
Well, up here it was wet. Oh.
It was soaking.
You can tell right there the water damage.
Even that wall is dry. You guys, this is just in a matter of hours that we've been gone and everything is dried out. Oh my goodness, this is like best case scenario.
This is best case. We didn't call the homeowners to make a claim because, well,
They don't want them to kick us off.
we don't want to be kicked off our homeowner's insurance. But also, it wasn't as bad last time. I know the lights came out and there was water dripping through them, but I feel like, with especially that fan, we're getting everything just really dried out.
When I walked through earlier, the difference is this one was all through metal, so it's not running through wood. There's no mold.
Yeah.
It's on carpet that's on top of cement.
But
and
even
it
the
actually dripped
bottom
into a drain.
is cement under there. It's not like we're gonna have to rip up floorboards
Really,
or any
if
of
you're
that.
gonna have a flood, this was the best way to have it.
It's true.
I can't even tell you, it's literally not even moist, like not even a little bit wet to the touch. The carpet is completely dried out. I think I was just so taken back by how large the puddle was and how quickly that happened. I thought for sure it had soaked through. Maybe it's the difference in having cement underneath, I don't know. It's great to be back home and great to see that the house is in perfect working order. I can't even tell you how surprised I am and how relieved I am that the floors are bone dry. I mean, literally today started off so differently than it's ending. When I got woken up being told there was a flood in the house and I went rushing downstairs and I saw water fall through, I thought the next following weeks were going to be very different. Huge shout out to the kids for rushing and taking care of it, our neighbors who came over and helped assess the situation, and really ultimately enabled us to go to this super cool activity. We were so grateful to be a part of this, so stoked to be invited, super honored to be invited to that.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. We were really grateful. We got to hear from some really amazing people,
Including our good friend Ruby from
Yes.
8 Passengers. She was a featured
it was
speaker there.
awesome.
That was cool.
And it was fun to be with Brandon's mom, so I thought it was a really good day.
It was a great experience, you guys. If you want to learn more about our church, it's the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I'll put a link in the description. It's called comeunto-christ.org, and you will see a lot of the welcome message that we were learning about there today and that we were discussing with them. So fun to be part of that. They even interviewed us in a separate room. You never know, you might see us show up on something later. That could be cool.
You never know.
But guys, we're gonna wrap this vlog up. We're gonna wrap this day up. We're gonna just get these fans turned off and life put back to order. You may have noticed this is not a challenge vlog. This is not a bonus vlog. We decided today, kind of midday, that this one needs to go out on Sunday, the following day after it happened, because we posted on Instagram about the flood. We didn't want you guys freaking out.
There were a lot of questions.
Yes, we wanted you guys to see that everything is okay, finished off all right, and so we will post that bonus video, which will actually be a little bit funnier, a little bit more fun, a little more interesting.
Considering what happened
coming after the floods, a little tease for you there. So stick around for that. That will come out tomorrow, which will be Monday for you guys, and you're going to love it. It's perfect following the flood. We love you guys.
Smash the like button.
Subscribe. Come back tomorrow.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.